Ahoy, hoy, everybody. It's I, your boy HerrBawl, your host for HerrBall's Hangout, where we are once again going to be playing some more Callahan's Crosstime Saloon, which was put out in 1997, based off of the Spider Robinson novels, and it's a point-and-click adventure game in DOS. I'm, of course, using DOSBox. I do not have an old enough machine to be running this kind of thing. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully my sound is going out. It looks like everything's working okay. I was trying to do some updates to my system, and some of them I got, and some of them I did not get finished. So everything's going to look pretty much the same as it did last week. Let's just jump right on into it then, huh? Switch over to the here. When we last left you, you and a pesky bunch of no-goodniks were in the laboratory. Oh goodness, right, I hypnotized this guy. So this is 3, which is kind of blue. This is 1. And this is 2. Let's look at this here. Sorry, let's not look at it. Let's access it. So I'm not sure how we're supposed to find this information about which order to do this. Yeah, I didn't do anything to it. I just stood at it and looked at it. Okay. I feel like we're supposed to use the lab wipe to figure something out. I don't know. Dip it in here, and then let's look at it. Nope. Okay. Alright, what if I want to take the flask? Undo it. Okay. Maybe let's focus on experiment 1 first. Or is there a place to, like, wipe this or something? Dirty flasks, fusion melted, Bunsen burners, lab crunchies. Okay. So empty. Okay. We try giving it to him.
It's lovely, very lovely. It's lovely, very lovely. It's lovely, very lovely.
Cecil just says lovely
It's
no matter
lovely.
what it is. Okay. Dipped it in there. can't access my equipment while I'm in here, so I must have to do something with it. Wipe a 1/4 inch of grime off of the buttons on the console, but getting in the cracks is just too much of a pain. Okay. Hey, thanks very much for the gurk. Thanks very much for the lurk, old grumpy mama. Well, I mean, at least I can tell what the colors are, but I don't know... I still don't know what order to do any of this in. Oh, is this a... Oh, okay. Okay. I feel like I have to guess what order to hit these buttons on based off of the smudges of color that have been come off. So this is going to be difficult. I'm colorblind, so this is... I mean, I can tell a little bit of colors. Alright, so this one looks like it's just red smudged. So let's do that first. This looks like there's still red, mostly red around it. So maybe it's next. And then this. That looks like it's red, like a pink, like it almost the red and then white. And then this is kind of brown. Okay. As the biochamber door hisses open, a man steps out.
You interrupted me. You are Jake Stonebender, and oh, you've come a long way for nothing. And the sniveling little 2-bit thief who provided you with my elevator code is going to be a very sorry little man.
2-bit thief. Now, why was I not supposed to comment on his hair? It's Dr. Duplicitous in all his megalomaniacal glory. His eyes are bright and glistening. His eyes are the bright, glistening eyes of a madman, and he's obviously got the clearest possible symptom of demented genius. It's the clearest possible symptom of demented genius. Or haven't you heard about the latest findings on male pattern baldness? I see. Let's talk to him.
What should I do with you, Jake Stonebender?
Let's see here.
I'll make a deal with you.
Right.
Are you listening?
I didn't get to where I am by ignoring deals out of hand. What exactly do you have in mind?
I don't have much, but if you give me an antidote for Voyatrazine for Al, and let me go back and give it to him, you can take his time sled. I'm sure he'd rather get out of this with his life than not at all.
First of all, I could have your time sled in a moment if I wanted it. And I do. But there's no such drug as the one you're looking for. So I'm afraid we don't have a deal.
Video, huh?
What should I do with you, Jake Stonebender?
Oh, you're Dr. Duplicitous? I must have the wrong one.
You're scared. I like that in a toady.
Like that in a toady, huh? I'm not a toady, am I?
What should I do with you, Jake Stonebender?
Thank you very much, Techie Rob, for my Call of Duty shooter kit.
I have great admiration for you, and I bow to your vast intellect and generosity.
Why would you try to lie to me of all people? Isn't that a silly thing to do?
I thought I'd get points for being cute.
Do you know how I came to invent voyatrazine?
To keep from having to do real work?
That's funny. To avoid real work. Do you know how hard I work? The only thing I ever invented to help save me work was a drug that compelled others to work for me. I can't do it all.
What drug is that?
I just said, I can't do it all.
I can't do it all. Yes.
By accident, like all great inventions?
Don't be silly. Although I did inadvertently develop a drug to make myself more resistant to humiliation, I now market it under the name Embarrassine.
All right.
To
impress the
the
chicks.
chicks?
Hardly. For the girls, I invented a drug called Mypexagolden. Manipulated pheromones to make me seem 100 times more masculine than anyone else alive.
This game is from the 90s, obviously. So that's the, apparently that's the epitome. Being masculine.
To keep the grant money coming in.
Oh, right. But I still had a greater purpose. Do you know what I wanted to destroy?
Society is a lot of little pieces.
No, and not as a whole either. No, I was trying to bring an end to hypocrisy. Surrounded by yes men. There is no greater waste of space than a person who can only parrot back my own words and tell me what he thinks I want to hear. I can tell me what I want to hear. I don't need somebody else to say it for me. Sycophants. I thought I would be doing away with deception. But it hasn't stopped at all. It's the same behavior on an entirely new level.
Maybe you can't push it on people before they're ready. I think it's a worthy goal. You try to take a shortcut.
Don't patronize me, Stonebender. I'm not in the mood.
Why would you think that was patronization? You're a pud.
I don't want to play anymore.
Don't leave yet, Mr. Stonebender. I haven't figured out how to take best advantage of you. I'm not comfortable allowing you to leave. You represent an ethic that has more or less ceased to be here. Allowing you in the organization, or even in this time period at all, would be disruptive. You'd infect the society like a computer virus.
Oh, God, I wish Noah were here to hear you say that.
So, I'm left wondering, do I just harvest you? Lobotomize you? Take your time machine and see what I can do with it? I don't even think it's safe to let you go back home. Too much advanced publicity would probably not be beneficial. It's an
all
interesting
publicity is good
dilemma
publicity,
I
isn't
find
that what they
myself
say?
in.
This guy talks too much.
What do you mean, what you're going to do with me?
I'm not comfortable allowing you to leave. You represent an ethic.
Oh, God, I wish Noah...
So, I don't... It's an
So that one,
Bye.
You won't be going anywhere, Mr. Stonebender, until we reach a mutually agreeable denouement.
Mutually
Denouement.
agreeable?
Just an expression. It means acceptable to me.
Can't leave. Wonder if I can
Yes.
tell Cecil something.
Get Dr. Duplicitous. Hold on to him and don't let him get away.
Cecil looks at you helplessly, pleadingly, wanting to move.
I'm
but can't.
sorry. I'm sorry.
You see, Mr. Stonebender, it's a matter of will.
Putting people in a heightened state of suggestibility is hardly proof of your will. It's a parlor trick that's been around for centuries.
You
Doctor
have
rolls his
no
eyes.
concept of what I can do. I'm a long way beyond parlor tricks. Nobody before has ever succeeded in doing the things I've done.
Better living through chemicals.
That's right, Cecil. Very good.
Okay.
Stand there very quietly. Don't get in my way and don't make any noise.
He obeys your request flawlessly. Alright. I'm going to slide this. So whatever voyatrazine neutralizer is, it sounds like what you're looking for, but what's P3? That's obviously experiment number 3, right?
What should I do with you, Jake Stonebender?
Let's talk about a deal. I want the neutralizer for my friend Al. I'll give you whatever you want.
Oh, damn that blackboard. It takes a good deal of P3 to make the neutralizer, and I have none to spare. Although,
What?
I could take some from you. That would work. I like that.
What's P3?
Only one of the most important physiological finds of the last 500 years.
Ugh. I already don't like it.
P3 is a hyaline fluid exuded by the system in response to pain.
Like adrenaline?
No. Adrenaline is non-specific to a variety of stressors, most of which are physical. But P3 is only released in times of intense emotional or psychological pain. It shows up in every fluid in the human body in minute quantities. It's a black bile. It's pure yang. And it's the primary component of the voyatrazine neutralizer. So let me suggest this. I will extract P3 from you. Should you give me enough for my purposes, I will give you some neutralizer for your friend, provided you survive the extraction process.
And the process is...
I can't describe it, and personally, I've only performed the procedure. I've never actually undergone it. I like to visualize it as a squeezing of the brain, although no actual physical contact is involved, other than drawing off the P3.
Hey,
The
James,
greatest
Nico, welcome in.
P3 is released into the
Is
circulatory and
my-
endocrine systems. I like to tap it off at the superior vena cava. That's also a source of some discomfort.
Yes. Well, it's Friday for you. It's still Thursday for me. Thursday night. It's what? Probably about 10:30 there? 10:30 a.m.? Why is my tool not working doing me the shoutouts? Let me take a look. I hope I didn't mess up my auto shoutouts. Okay. You must not be into AEST. Knew you were somewhere over there. Oh yeah, I forget that Australia has, what, like 6, 8 time zones? That's working. Why is it not? Hey, the Curious World's welcome in. Were you by any chance fan of puns, or are you just cat? I just cat. Cat. I'm not actually a cat. I just play one on TV. Not a cat. I'm also not a lawyer. How do I get rid of this thing that's come up? Oops. All right.
Here's your host, HerrBawl.
Look alive. Dragongem is hosting my stream.
Hey, Dragon Jim. Thank you very much for the raid. Why did... Why are some of my things going off and some not? Hold on, I gotta restart my application.
Anyway, here's HerrBawl.
Master-Pate has joined the Wunderwall.
Anyway, here's HerrBawl.
Cosmic Overthinker has joined the Wunderwall.
Uh-oh.